Hello, everybody. Miss Smith here. We are starting our new unit on Mars, and it is a pretty cool planet to explore. So, our first reading today is if you had your R book, it'd be on page 240, 241, and it's all about Mars. So, the directions, of course, are the same. You're going to do your two vocab words and then read the article and then the two questions that are at the bottom, okay? So, your first word is familiar, which means well known and easy to recognize. So if you guys saw me in a grocery store, you would say, she looks familiar, because you would probably know me. I'm Miss Smith. So your example sentence, who is someone that is familiar to you on TV? It can be anyone that you know from acting. It can be sometimes musicians are on TV. I might say The Rock. He's familiar to me when I see him on TV. I know that it's him. And then I might put a picture of The Rock right here. Next word is presence. And I gave you guys the answer. It means being in a particular place. If you're present somewhere or you have a presence, that means you are in a place. Example, when can the presence of a cell phone disturb people? And I think of a cell phone being disruptive, like in a movie theater. The presence of a cell phone in a classroom can be disruptive. And then you're going to put a photo that reminds you of the word presence. The photo I picked for my students in class was a picture of a deer looking at a camera because the deer could sense the presence of a hunter or a camera there. All right, here's your article. The first page is actually going to be a bunch of pictures, so we'll talk about that. All about Mars. So Mars is this little red planet right here, and it's red because of iron that basically rusts in the atmosphere of Mars. So Mars is a reddish color. It's also known as the red planet. So you can see Mars is smaller than Earth, right? But bigger than our moon. Okay. And if you were to travel from Earth to Mars, typically it'd take you about 6-7 months to get there. All right, here we go. You can see that here's a picture of our Earth. Earth is built a little differently, right? We've got a big atmosphere. There's gravity on Earth. There's lots of water on Earth. Mars is pretty different. Okay, there's no known water that would be similar to Earth. Like there's no lakes. There is maybe some evidence of water on Mars, but it's pretty much all land. Okay, if you look right here, temperature, Earth is about 57 degrees average, right? Pretty decent temperature. There are cold places on Earth, obviously, right? Like Antarctica. And there are very hot places on Earth. But Mars, if you look at Mars, Mars is average negative 81 degrees Fahrenheit. So really cold. Mars is a very, very, very cold planet. And the distance from the sun, Earth is 93 million miles from the sun, and Mars is 142 million miles from the sun. All right. Here we go. Paragraph 1. Travelers of the future, beware. Mars is no place for the faint-hearted. It is arid, dry, rocky, and cold. It is home to the largest volcano in the solar system and the deepest canyon and crazy weather patterns. So the volcano on Mars is 3 times as tall as Mount Everest on Earth. It's very big. Paragraph 2. We got our first close-up picture of Mars in 1965. Since then, spacecraft voyages have shown a world strangely familiar. Yet it is different enough from Earth to challenge our ideas about what makes a planet work. One discovery about the red planet stands out above all others. That is the presence of liquid water on Mars. Water is key because almost everywhere we find water on Earth, we find life. Paragraph 4. Even if no past or present life is found on Mars, there's still much excitement on the horizon. We humans might become the life on Mars should we choose to travel there one day. Meanwhile, we still have a lot to learn about this amazing planet. And one thing you might have seen in the news is a couple days ago, we just sent a rover called Perseverance to Mars. So we have a new rover on Mars, and it's about the size of an SUV, and it's there rolling around collecting a bunch of rocks and dirt and doing tests and trying to find life. So, 2 questions here. Number 1, identify 2 important facts you learned about Mars. I don't care what you guys put. You can put that it is 142 million miles from the sun. You can go back up here to the infograph and tell me something about it that you learned. That the core is, scientists don't know if the core is solid, liquid, or different. You can tell me that Mars, the average temperature is negative 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, just 2 facts that you learned. And after you give me 2 facts, you scroll a little down to the last question. Question 2, why would people be concerned about living on Mars? Why would Mars be hard to live on? Well, number 1, it's very cold. Number 2, there isn't a lot of atmosphere, so it'd be hard for us to breathe. We'd have to have breathing devices. Water, there's no fresh water that we found. A couple options for you there. Okay, answer those questions. Make sure you guys do your definitions, and make sure you guys show me a picture for your vocab words. Don't forget that part. And then when you're all done, you can go and submit it in Canvas. Thanks. Have a lovely day.